want to go to Korea. I need to live my K-drama life. I need a Korean oppa.
No, the fuck you're not.
Reasons why you shouldn't date Koreans. Directed by a guy who used to be Korean. Korea has gotten pretty famous in the last few years due to K-drama, K-pop. You know, those kind of stuff. And because of this, a lot of girls are becoming delusional with Korean guys.
I'm gonna break the fuck out of that delusion.
Breakups. Do you know how they happen? You just get absolutely ghosted.
That's how they break up.
Hey, I think this relationship's not working. We should part our ways. That doesn't happen. Not in Korea. They'll go radio silent on you, and that's the end of the relationship.
Have you heard of the term ghosting?
I have experienced it by a friend. A friend cut me off like that. He dropped out of school one day.
He was gone.
And then I heard a lot of stories about how Korean boyfriends and girlfriends break up by going radio silent. That's insanity. Now, what I say is not going to be something that represents all of Korea. It's something that you might experience and something that you might need to come to face with. Inferiority complex. That's something a lot of Korean guys are going to suffer from. They will have trouble dating a girl who earns more than them.
You want to look rich, but you don't have Robux.
They might also have trouble dating someone that's more educated than them. But look, the number one reason why the relationship's not going to work with you and a Korean person is due to culture and etiquette. It is so different. By the way, these examples apply to Japanese people too. Japanese and Korean people have a pretty similar culture when it comes to high context culture. For us, when I say us, by the way, I mean Canadians. Because look, I'm clearly Caucasian. I'm colorblind. For us, everything needs to be directly stated, right? We usually say what we want out loud properly. In Korea, everything's implied. Like they start reading each other's minds. They're like,
she was in Grand Central Station at 2 p.m. on a weekday. This clearly means that she works shifts. You must be a nurse.
You're spot on.
Korea just has this overly considerate culture. For example, you live with a roommate and you know your roommate's coming late today. So you turn on the entrance light for them and then go to sleep. And this is like it's the tip of the iceberg. It gets
Way deeper.
and much more considerate and especially for friends and family, this goes above and beyond. Like if you don't bring a gift when you go see someone's parents,
You just fucked up the relationship. You messed up, bro.
you're not getting married to that family anymore. It's over. If you see your partner's parents cooking or washing dishes and you don't go offer your help or force yourself in there to help, even if they're like, it's okay, you just go in there and help. If you don't do that, it's over.
Get this foreigner out of here.
At the same time, they're fucking judgmental and they don't hold doors for you, which makes no sense.
This culture, it may seem like, hey, I can learn, it's okay. We were raised like this and we're very used to it. We learned it from a young age. I'm not Canadian anymore. I'm no longer white. It's a hell of a difficult job. Next one is controlling. There's a lot of Korean guys that are very controlling. Tell you how to dress, control your behaviors, don't let you go meet a friend.
This is how I taught my dog to sit. Instead of pushing your dogs back down, try this. I used a tasty treat. Kira loves this sausage.
Again, depending on who you're dating, but it's pretty common. Let's first break your first delusion of Korea.
Korean guys all dress nice and they look like K-pop stars.
I'm not going to deny that putting makeup on yourself has become pretty rampant in Korea and normalized as a guy.
Unlike me, I'm just naturally, like this. What can I do about it?
I'm just superior. It's better than everyone. Oh yeah, I forgot to say, a lot of Korean guys have a superiority complex as well. Don't know what their problem is, but I'm awesome. Average people, most people you'll see will look average. They will not look like a K-pop star. People normally walking around the streets don't look like K-pop stars. You're not going to see any of that. Delusion number 2. They're going to be your oppa. They're going to take care of you. That might be somewhat true, but it comes with a big consequence. And that goes back to what I said earlier, but
Controlling.
they might take care of you well. They might take care of your
Daddy issues.
I think someone has daddy issues.
I do not have daddy issues. I am a respectful fucking boy.
but there's taking care of you and looking out for you. Like, it's cold outside, so you get a coat for her. She's wearing high heels, so you take a sneaker with you. And then there's toxic. It's no longer take caring. That's just controlling your life.
Your body belongs to me. No one is allowed to blemish it with their disgusting touch.
It's a reflection of your own self-insecurity.
There's also this phenomenon. Oftentimes, Korean guys date foreigners, knowing that the culture doesn't match. They're just like, It's exotic. I'm gonna try.
I'm getting like turned on. Like my getting hard right now.
At that point, you're being objectified because you are an object. Oh no. Sorry, my Korean DNA was coming out for a bit. Anyways, Korea lives in a hierarchy system. If you're 1 year older than you gotta respect them, and that seeps into gender as well. The equality between gender is more unfair in Korea, unless you're from like a third world country. Just don't fetishize. It's not what you expect. A lot of international students go to Korea to study and come back like totally disappointed and depressed. I'm not here to denounce Korea. I'm just pointing out the bad parts about Korea and Korean guys that you might have to experience. But like I said, that's not always the case, and you might have a good experience. The main problem I see some obsessed foreigners have is the delusion brings them to date any Korean guy. The first Korean guy that says,
"Hey, why don't you drop that thing for me?"
They just drop it. You know what you just dropped? You dropped your fucking soul. Pick it back up. If I were to truly go in depth about the toxicity that Korean guys may have, I would need to deep dive into the culture and the history of Korea as well, but that's a story for another day.
That I'll never tell.
To summarize my video based on what I said so far, my point is that you shouldn't date Koreans because they're gonna go extinct. The population is declining every year.
If you were listening well, you should have known that that's what I was talking about.
Like and subscribe to learn how to trap a Korean in your basement and
Enslave them.